Hello everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer and I'm back with another movie review. This one came out not too long ago here, Batman Hush. So what exactly is Batman Hush? Well, Batman Hush is actually, there's this new villain in town named Hush who really wants to hurt Batman and everybody that he loves. Okay everybody, on to this movie here. Oh man, this is not going to be a fun review, I'm sure. Okay, so what is it that I liked about this movie? Well, I gotta be honest, the very beginning, the first like 10 minutes in a nutshell, is actually, at the very beginning, Batman goes to a fundraiser. He's actually talking to a couple people. He's actually on the phone talking to Alfred. He bumps into Selina Kyle, who's at the party there too. He meets his friend Thomas Elliot. And then really almost right after that, there was a boy who got kidnapped. He goes, he leaves the party as Bruce Wayne always does. He puts on the bat suit and he goes. After that scene, after he does rescue this young little boy here, the rest of it, but we'll get to the negatives when we can here. So another thing I really liked about it was there were some decent action, there was some decent humor that actually worked for me, and some of the dialogue worked for me too. But I do only want to mention one really fight scene here. Technically it was one-sided. It was Batman and the Joker. Batman was kicking the Joker's ass all over the place, almost killed him. I will not say why, okay? If you've seen the movie, you know, but if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to keep this spoiler-free here. So the thing was, that was really messed up, but at the same time, very entertaining on what Batman could really do and really take out the Joker if he ever really wanted to. That is pretty much what I have for the likes. Now let's get to the dislikes. First thing I want to do is the title of the movie itself here, Batman Hush. So what exactly is the dislike about just the title alone? Well, the title alone is, okay, you got Batman, right? But you also have this villain named Hush, okay? Well, the thing is that the character Hush is only in this, how long is this movie? This movie is an hour and 22 minutes long, and Hush is probably in this movie at the most 10 minutes. I didn't like that you put a title of the villain right under your hero, Batman, and you barely show the villain, and that really ticked me off there. Another thing I definitely want to throw out, of course this is based off the same title here, I did not like the way that they really pretty much fucked up the source material here. There was some stuff that they showed, but maybe they tweaked it a little bit from what the comic was. But really overall, probably a good 95% of this movie is like its own little thing. Like they didn't even base it off the comic at all. Batman's rogue gallery of villains. And even some heroes, they just waste. They just waste. Really, the people in this movie that really seem like were big players or decent players, and even some of the middle, some of the people's not in it that much, like Alfred and Commissioner Gordon, I still count them as good players, but Batman, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy, and that's bad that you get all these, and the other ones I mentioned, and you might get like Hush later on kind of thing, and I'm like, he's really low down the list of how long, like I said, how long they show him, and that really pissed me off on that there too. Between Batman and Catwoman, as I mentioned, that she's actually in this, there's a romance between those two characters in between the action, in between Batman being Detective Batman here, trying to find who the hell Hush is. And the thing is that it is so unbalanced. One is a really bad roller coaster that you will never go on again. I mentioned in the likes that there was some action and some humor that was really good. Most of the action, most of the fight scenes in this movie were horrible. A lot of the humor fell flat. There was also the dialogue. It was almost like I felt like that they could have really pushed the dialogue a lot better. Even if you're going to have this romance between Bruce Wayne and Selina, or Batman and Catwoman, however you want to look at it, but you got to really boost up the action a lot more. And it was like they were really just front and center the romance scenes with these two, and the action literally felt like it was more of a taking a back seat. And then let's get to, again, without it being a spoiler, they reveal who Hush is, and this is what everybody's going to get. If you haven't seen this movie, let me just tell you right off the bat how the ending felt to me and like to a lot of other people. That's right, it was so fucked up. I was like, are you serious that you're going to do it that way? And I hated the way that they did what they did kind of thing there. So now, what is my rating on this movie? This is so sad to say this for a Batman movie. It is 1.5 out of 4 stars. Appreciate you guys watching my video here. If you did enjoy what I have, please give me a comment down below. If you have seen this, I'll be kind of curious if you liked it or not. Give me a like. If you'd like to see more of these reviews, definitely subscribe and hit that notification button. And as always, stay awesome.